Hello and welcome to this Adobe Animate tutorial. This is going to be a short version of the long tutorial that I already created, and I am going to provide you a link in the description. And in the long tutorial I showed you how you can adjust this vector in the Illustrator, and later on how you can work in the Adobe Animate, and later on how you can export this to Google Ads. And in this tutorial I am going to show you only the animation, and I am going to provide you my Illustrator files in the description. So right now I will go to the Adobe Animate, and I will go with maybe 900 by 750, and I want to have HTML5 canvas, so I will just hit create like so. Right now I will go in here, and I have two Illustrator files, and I am going to provide you both of them in the description, and they are from Freepik, but I adjust them. So first of all, this scroll, and I am going to drag it like so to the Adobe Animate. I'm going to have some kind of options, but I don't want to change anything, so I'm just going to hit import like so. It is going to be too big, so what I am going to do is I am going to select everything like so. I will hit Q, or I will go to the free transform tool, and I am going to scale this like so with the shift, and later on I am going to position it like so. I can zoom in with the scroll, with the control and mouse wheel, and I am going to put it maybe like so. This depends on you. Right now I will click anywhere in here, and I am going to choose my stage color, and I will go maybe with some kind of tint of blue like so. So I don't want to have a white background. Right now we have 4 layers, and we are going to look at them. So I will hide the first one, and it is the hand. And if I'm going to hide everything else, we are going to have a hand like this. And I can call this to be L hand, like left hand. The next one that we have is the phone, so I will double click, and this one is going to be phone. The next one that we are going to have is going to be the right hand, so R hand, like so. And the last one are going to be fingers, like so. And we have the fingers and the left hand on the separated layers, because this left hand is below the phone, and these fingers are above the phone. If I would position these fingers below the phone, it would be like so, and we do not want to have something like that. Right now what I am going to do is I am going to create a new layer, and on this new layer I am going to put my shapes. So I will just drag my shapes in here like so, and the same thing, I'm just going to click import like so, and we are going to have the shapes in here like so. Right now I can position them in here, and later on we are going to work with them. There is this clip content outside of the stage. Maybe you have this checked, and in that case you are not going to see anything that is outside of the stage. Right now what I want to do is I will double click on the phone like so, and I want to get rid of this text. So I will have to double click one more time, and I have this, let me go in here, and I will delete the text like so. Now what I want to do is I am going to convert some things to the symbol. So I will click on this hand, and I will go to the modify, and I will choose convert to symbol, and I am not going to be bothered about this name, so I'm going to just call this symbol 1 like so. Now what I want to do is I want to position these shapes on my phone. So I'm going to with shift select all of them, and I'm going to position them like so, and with the shift I'm going to scale them a little bit, maybe like this. Now what I need to do is I can position them a little bit if I want, and I am going to convert them to the symbol. So I will click on this one, and I will click F8, and this is going to be symbol 2, F8 symbol 3, F8 symbol 4, and F8 symbol 5. I am converting them to the symbol because I am going to duplicate them right now, and once they are symbols and I am going to duplicate them, it is not going to increase the memory of the file. So I am going to select them like so, and with Alt and Shift to stay proportional or to stay on the same line, I'm going to drag it like so. And you can play with it and create some kind of variation that you can have the big one, small one, and something like that. But right now simply I'm going to do it like this. So I'm going to one more time select everything like so, and I will zoom out a little bit, and with Alt I'm going to duplicate it, and with Shift I'm going to stay on the same line like this. Right now what I can do is I can select them like so, and I can duplicate it one more time. You can make this as long as you want. So I'm going to position it maybe like this. So we have something like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this layer 1. It is going to select me all of them, and I will click F8, and I will call this to be shapes or whatever, and I will click OK. Now what I'm going to do is I will position this hand about the shapes because it should be like so. Now what I will do with this hand is I will zoom in a little bit, and it is this right hand. And what I want to do is I want to extend timeline to everything. So I will go maybe to 100 and I don't know, 140, and I am going to right click and choose insert frame or F5, and this is just going to basically extend my timeline for everything. And I will go to the right hand, and I will go maybe to frame 15 or 20, something like that, and I will click F6, or I will right click and choose insert keyframe. And I don't want to have any movement these first few frames. But then I want to go maybe to frame, I don't know, 34. I will click F6, and I'm going to, with my shift and arrow, position this up a little bit. And then I'm going to, with Alt, duplicate the initial keyframe like so. And right now I'm going to create an animation like so, create classic twin. So we are going to have an animation that the hand go up and then down. And maybe I'm going to position these keyframes like so, so they are close to each other. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some kind of easing. So I will click on this keyframe and with shift on this keyframe, and I will go to the classic ease, and I will choose easy in out. And this will make the animation go slowly at the beginning, accelerate, and slowly at the end. So I will double click on this first option, and we are going to have something like this. The finger will go up, and then it will return. Now what I'm going to do is on this layer 1, I am going to create the keyframe maybe in here, like so, F6, and I will go maybe to frame 50, it doesn't matter these frames, and with shift and arrows I am going to position this maybe like so. And what I am going to do is I will right click and I am going to choose create classic twin, and I will click on the first keyframe, and I am going to choose that I want to have easy in out like so, and I can go with this first option. So we are going to have the animation of the finger, and a few frames later we are going to have an animation like so. Now what I can do is go maybe in here, click F6, so in here I don't want to have any movement, and I will go maybe in here, F6, and I'm going to with shift and arrow do this one more time like so, and I'm going to create classic twin in between, and one more time I will click on the first keyframe, and I will choose that I want to have easy in out like so. And I'm going to duplicate the animation of the hand, so I'm going to select all of these keyframes. With Alt I'm going to drag it like so, so I'm duplicating them, and right now we are going to have it like so. And then we are going to have it like this. If you want, you can make this faster. If you are going to make more shapes going on like this. And right now I can do this one more time. So I will go in here, F6, go maybe in here, F6, and create this one more time like so, maybe up to here. And I will create classic twin one more time, and I will have to create classic ease like this, and I will duplicate this animation of the hand like so. So right now if I am going to hit Ctrl Enter, we are going to have an animation like so. So we have this scrolling, something like this, and then something like this. Right now there is only one thing that we need to do, and we need to create some kind of mask. So I will create new layer, and I can call this layer to be mask if I want, and I will go to the shape tool. The fill color doesn't matter, and I am going to create some kind of shape. So what I can do for a moment is I can hide the layer 1 like so, because I want to create a shape that is going to cover the screen of the phone. So I'm going to do something like this, and I will go up to here. If you want, later on you can zoom in a little bit, like so, if you want to have these details, and I can click on the shape, I can go to the free transform tool or hit Q, and with Alt, because I want with Alt to go only from the one side, I can do it like so if I want. Okay, something like this. And you could do the same thing up in here like so. But the only thing that I want to do is I will position my mask about the layer 1, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose mask. And right now my shapes are going to be visible only where is the mask, but I need to show the layer 1 like so. So right now they are going to be visible only where my shape is. So I will hit Ctrl Enter, and we are right now going to have something like this. So yeah, this is it. If you want to watch the whole tutorial, I'm going to provide you a link in the description. In there I showed how you can adjust this in the Illustrator, and later on I showed you how you can export the files from the Adobe Animate. And I am not going to do it in this tutorial. So I hope that you have learned something new, and if you like this video, hit the like, maybe consider to subscribe, and yeah, if you want, you can go ahead and watch the long tutorial. Thank you for watching, goodbye.